The portal, the new recruiting frontier. These are the new additions of the SEC. Their mission? To gain experienced new players, to seek out championships and new heights, to boldly build teams like no one has before. Welcome to the portal. This offseason, we're starting a new series to break down the entire transfer classes of each team in the SEC. We're almost finished with it now, but I guess since it's still our first run, new. We'll go player by player, looking at analytics and stats, players' game, and their overall fit into their new team. Today, we're talking about Buzz Williams, Texas A&M Aggies. This Aggies team is returning a ton of talent for this next season. You guessed it, Wade Taylor is back for the Aggies. But it was up to Buzz to rebuild this team around Taylor's talent. Coach Williams had to replace guys like Boots Radford and find a center that would improve the front court further. So do we have enough buzz for Texas A&M to make a run at an SEC title? Let's look at the players he got out of the transfer portal. CJ Wilcher is an experienced guard who has played some high-level basketball in both the Big East and the Big Ten. However, the stats aren't going to be anything that jumps off the page to you, mainly because Wilcher was a role player more or less for Nebraska last season. Where Wilcher is excellent is his percentages shooting. Wilcher was a 39.4% shooter from three last season and converted nearly 94% of his free throws last year and was 45.1% from the floor. With the gap that Radford left in Texas A&M, that shooting percentage will certainly be helpful for Texas A&M and relieve some pressure off Wade Taylor this season. The last but probably one of the most important additions for Texas A&M this offseason was Zurich Phelps. Zurich Phelps was SMU's points, steals, and free throws made leader. He led the team in BPR, OBPR, and was second in DBPR. This is a nice pickup by Buzz and the Aggies. Gives them Taylor, Carter, Phelps, and Obaseki in the backcourt. You're looking for a guy to replace Boots Radford for next season, and you lost out on Jordan Pope to Texas. But you get a solid player that can put up points here in Phelps. The only thing lacking for Phelps is consistent three-point shooting. Phelps was less than 30% from distance last season. But between Phelps and Wilcher, you're hoping to make that backcourt more dynamic for the Aggies this season. You didn't get a true center, but Payne's a really good forward that Texas A&M is adding. He's played big-time basketball in the Big Ten while at Minnesota. He's another big guy who can go for a double-double in rebounds and points on any night. He could really add a lot of help to guys like Henry Coleman next season. Aggies were already a good offensive rebounding team. This can make them better in that department. He also adds some rim protection. He's not this massive upgrade, but remember, he is young and still developing, and players tend to stick around with Buzz. So, can Farrell Payne be a guy who contributes now and be a big time piece in the future for the Aggies? We're going to see. So, let's jump to the grading. How did Buzz do? While this should be a quality Texas A&M squad like Auburn and a couple of other teams in the conference, there wasn't that much to do in the transfer portal this offseason. What Texas A&M got is quality or the best value for their buck, some might say. Overall, the agenda got met and a few players appeared in the top 200 available transfers this offseason. We're giving Texas A&M a B minus. And like we said, for grading in this series, anything that's in the B range, solid. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you have not already, please like and subscribe to the Hoops Southbound Show. We greatly appreciate having you guys here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Send us a comment. What do you think about the work that Buzz Williams did this offseason in the transfer portal? Additionally, we got the Texas A&M season preview coming soon. We hope you guys check that out. And please, guys, stick around and join us when we talk about basketball every week.